Step 5 now is where we get to start adding in our information, and we are going to be doing written information. You are able to also record when using Photostory, but that might be for another future project. So you have finished importing whatever pictures you think you want to use. You've got some blank slides ready. You can always come back and add more again, but at this point you go here to the next button, you hit next. You're now on, it says add a title to your pictures page. So in this box here is where you can type in whatever you want to be putting on the page with that photo. And again, you're trying to help tell about your book. Why was it important? What were the highlights? Why might other people be interested in this story? So I am just going to put on this page, Marlene and Mia were best friends. Let's say they were the main characters of my story. Now notice, initially it's just in black. And if we analyze this, this does not come off very good. It's hard to read. It's kind of lost in the picture. So you got lots of options now. If I come over to this box and it says select font, I can click on there and I've got lots of things I can change. So I can go here through my font selections and find a font that I like. Make sure you're choosing fonts that are easy to read. Don't always go with like ones that look like they are doing handwriting, because sometimes those are not the easiest fonts to actually read when it's in the movie format. So I'm going to choose one that I think is nice and clear. I can make it go in italics if I want. I can keep it regular. I can make it a little bolder if I want. Right now I'm going to keep it on regular. And then I can change the size. And you don't see it until you hit OK. There's another option down here, which is color. Color sometimes helps us to see it better, although sometimes it's a little bit tricky because you think it looks good, and then when you see it on the big screen, it doesn't show up that well. But play around, see what you think looks good, what makes it easy to read. When you hit OK, then you get to see how it looks. Now obviously this is way too big. I don't really want it covering up my whole picture, but there are other things I can adjust as well besides the size. So over here you have align left, so everything lines up on the left side. This button is your centering button. It gets centered. This button would align it on the right side. And these three buttons are also really useful. It either brings everything up to the top, keeps it in the middle, or puts it all on the bottom. I think I'm going to try this, and I am going to try to make my size a little smaller and see what happens. Oh, that's looking better. Let's align it on the top. Great, so now I can see it. It does seem to stand out well against that background, and it's not covering up the main part of my picture. However, I think, yes, I'm going to have it aligned on the left side instead. So once I have that finished, I can move on to my next picture. Again, I can change where the blank slides are, because maybe I actually want to start here with the title of the story and my name. Your name should be appearing somewhere on here, be it either at the beginning or the end of your book trailer. So don't forget to give yourself credit for having made this. And again, you can just work through them. This is also, though, a really good time to remember that once you have maybe 2 or 3 pictures with your information on it, take some time to save your project, because you don't want something to happen where if somehow you end up hitting that X and it closes before you've saved it, you're going to end up repeating everything. You'll have to redo everything. So at this point I'm going to hit Save Project, and I've saved it once already, so it's already coming up with the name I gave it. And if it's already been saved once, all I have to do is hit the save button here, and then this box pops up. Always read these boxes. This one says confirm save as. Book trailer example already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I do. If you hit no, you're not going to save anything, and if you close it, you lose your work. So you want to replace what's already there with what you've now added to it. So continue working through your pictures and add in all the information that you need, and then I'll show you the next step.